Hey, so 5th month now. So now it is the 3rd of January. So December has come and gone, and so it's kind of an update about where I'm at right now. Officially, I think technically a third of the way through the program since we have 2 more terms left, but more like halfway through since I got here in July, and now it is going to be another 6 months until I leave. And so, yeah, some updates, what I've been doing. So I had my classes, then I had the finals, and then I had the integrated modules, integrated module, which is basically just an intensive week where we worked on this data analytics problem where we were trying to optimize seatings for airlines, which was super fun. Then after that, we were officially done with classes for the first term, and then there just became a void of things to do since I was so used to having a ton of schoolwork to always do. Then it became I had really nothing to do. So I picked up reading again, started reading again, started to do just some more recreational things such as traveling a little bit, and then also doing a little bit more of video game playing, which was very fun. And so for travel wise, I ended up going to Oxford. I went with one of my friends from the program who went there for undergrad, and it was really cool. Seeing Oxford in person really made me realize like how much history a place can have, and just walking past buildings that are older than my entire country. It was just insane. And seeing it was pretty much like looked and felt like a lot like what Harry Potter would be like. And I just thought it was super cool. Like if I had the chance to go, I would have probably tried to have gone to Oxford for undergrad. Just seeing the museum, seeing the buildings, seeing like the eating halls, like literally the dining halls were just like what they were like in Harry Potter. Like these big, like long tables, and you had to like sit down and wait for food. It was insane. And so that was like one of the travels I did. I also went to Paris. I decided to go to Paris. So I took a Eurostar train, which is like a train that connects London with some other locations in Europe. The main one being Paris. And so I took a train from London to Paris, which ended up being really cool. I really enjoyed taking the train. Got to Paris. Then I stayed with two different friends throughout my 3 or 4 days there. And we did everything basically Paris, the main like attractions in Paris. So we went to the Louvre, we went to the Eiffel Tower, we went to the Arc, we went to the giant church on top of the hill, we went to another museum. We just had food. We had like all the French typical food like foie gras and just other duck dishes, and it was just really like a really cool experience. I really liked going. Even one night we had like raclette, which is like a type of cheese, like a very French thing. We had like potatoes, and then you melt the raclette, and then you put it on top of the potatoes and you eat it. Super delicious. But it was just such a cool experience. Again, being like in a different culture, and I really did enjoy Paris. It was such a beautiful city, but also I realized that if I did not speak French, or if I didn't have someone that spoke French with me, it would be terrible trying to get around and trying to deal with everything, because basically, as opposed to some other countries and other cities I've been to, despite France being right next to England, they are very much so not focused on speaking English. So everyone came up to me automatically speaking French, which I don't know. I think that might have been a compliment. I'm not entirely sure yet. But I realized that really cool place. But in order to fully enjoy it, you literally need someone that speaks French, or else you really can't get around and deal with people. Plus, people are a whole lot more nicer to you when you do speak, or someone that speaks French. So kept that in mind as well. So I really enjoyed that experience. Like Versailles was absolutely just mind-blowing how big it was and how just ornate it was as well. Like almost unbelievable that someone lived there. But after that, came back to London. That was kind of a little more towards Christmas, and I ended up spending it with one of my friends in the program who lives here, and it was super nice since I didn't go home in order to have basically a family for Christmas. So she took me she took me to her house, and I kind of became part of the family for a week, or for 3-4 days, and it was just so nice, just relaxing and just kind of, being with like kind of like in a family environment after not really having it for I don't know, like 6 months. So it was such a fun time. The food was amazing. Everyone is just great and hilarious. And just had a really, really good time. And I was super appreciative of just being able to do that, and having someone be friends with me, or at least like me enough in order to extend that invitation to me. So I really loved that. Then after Christmas, I was New Year's. Basically, what I learned really quickly is that everything in New Year's Eve for London is extremely expensive. And so I had some friends that were going to go out, and the night was going to be like £90 for like a party. And I was like, oh, I can't do that. So ended up just being super lame and staying in for New Year's Eve. But it ended up being fine. I actually missed the time change because I was washing my hands, I think, from like cooking or something, like making a snack. And so I missed the New Year's Eve, or the New Year's completely. But I ended up having just a relaxing night and not having to worry about anything. And, while the fireworks are cool, I feel like I've seen fireworks enough in a lot of different places that I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. But New Year's was great. Actually, as we speak, I will be leaving tomorrow to go to Istanbul, Turkey, which I have never been to Turkey. I've never been east of Greece, and west of Japan, I guess, anywhere in that region. So I'm really excited to kind of go somewhere I've never ever been before, and in a culture that's extremely different from my own. Meeting a friend there as well, and so being able to see Istanbul through his experiences and through his life is going to be really, really interesting. And just how much history, used to be like the capital of the, I forgot, the Ottoman Empire, yes. And just seeing how much history it had even during like the Roman Empire as well, and after the Roman Empire fell. I'm really excited. And so, yeah, I'm trying to think what else. It's been a good kind of first term. I'm excited. I also will be starting work soon, so I'll be working part-time beginning again next week. So some things are starting to ramp up. I've been, currently reading a book called Freakonomics, which I have enjoyed immensely. It is extremely interesting. Just seeing some of the economics you don't really think about. So I'm enjoying that. I literally have a queue of 4 books to read from here on out because my friend for Christmas gave me 2 books, and then the day before, a few days before that, I went and ordered 2 books at the local store, and then I bought a book. So I'm on one of the books I read. I'm currently reading Freakonomics, and then 4 more to go. One of them like a joke book about being a Brit. One of them about strategy, which I, again, really, really enjoy. One of them about making a startup, because it's something I've been thinking about recently. And then the last one is a personal finance book. So, excited to read through those books and just kind of do that. But yeah, just kind of not a ton has happened. Honestly, mostly just been playing games and staying at home and reading. So kind of been relaxing and winding down from the busy semester that was last semester. And so the next time I will be making one of these videos, I will be in the midst of being extremely busy by doing school, doing club, doing like the club involvement I have, doing work, applying for jobs, and then also trying to have at least somewhat of a social life. So super excited for that. But yeah, kind of the update what I've been going through. So I guess we'll see each other next month. Okay, bye.